Go ahead, Juan.
Essay on short story, uh, Essay on Solid Objects by Virginia Woolf. The short story, Solid Objects, written by Virginia Woolf, is about changes in life. Passion, distraction, and ambition can change people's life. It is essential to hear about other people's experiences, to know about their opinions about changes in life, and also to listen to their advice. For some people, what is meant to happen to someone will happen anyway. But the truth is that is not so. We are the architect of our own destiny. Passion is defined as a desire toward a person, topic, idea, or feeling. For example, in the Dominican Republic, teachers nowadays make some good income. Therefore, in the education career, we can find a lot of students who are studying to be a teacher, some of them because of the salary and some others because of their passion, because that is their passion. And it's important to see that those who do it because of the salary, those who look at it because of the salary, they end up not doing a good job, and their students learn little or nothing because that is not their passion. So they end up getting bored just waiting for the payment day to arrive. Passion is shown in the short story when John is walking outside one day out of a curiosity shop, and his eyes go to the window of this curiosity shop just because he saw an object that reminds him of the piece of glass that he had found. Distraction. Distraction refers to distracting. This verb refers to the action of distracting someone's attention or amusing or diverting someone from who they should do or from what they apply to do. Distraction is shown in the short story when starting from his room one day when John is going to address his constituents, his eyes lay rested on a remarkable object that he saw. Story calls a distraction. An example of distraction in life is, for example, when a bus driver, a bus driver passenger, a bus passenger driver gets distracted or distracts himself by talking on the phone and what may cost him and others people life. So a distraction can cause a lot of damage. Then finally, the third topic is ambition. Ambition is the desire of someone to have something. Most of the time, ambition is related to material wealth, respect, or fame recognition. For example, a rich person, somebody who has a lot of money, would do uh, or does anything it takes to have more money. And the more they have, the more they want to have. Ambition is shown in the story when John develops an obsession with possessing objects, and then he devotes himself with possessing objects. In conclusion, it's important to remember that passion is what people love doing. Whatever people love doing, that is their passion. And also important to remember that a distraction can cost somebody's life, can cause a lot of damages. And in addition to that, ambition, ambition is something that can cause a lot of damage because it develops an obsession people to possess things. And the more they have, the more they want to have. I totally agree with Virginia Woolf in the with the story because passion is what people love doing. And whenever somebody is or someone is into something that is not their passion, if they find it, then they are going to end up quitting that what they are doing just to go with their passion. What happened to John in the story, who quit to who quit his political career to follow his passion. Then um, a distraction can cause a lot of damage for people. It can cause damage in every way. But in the same way, ambition makes or does a lot of damages to people because it makes them blind before reality. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Juan. Now I'm going to do my essay. Uh, the essay Solid Oye by Virginia Woolf. Uh, this short story it's about changes in life. Also, we can find passion. We can find friendship. We can also find negligence, and we can also find uh, uh, ambitions. Change for the first topic, changes in life. Uh, we find we have to recognize that change are good or bad. It depends on how it push yourself. If you are not feeling good, doing something, any activity, like your job, for example, the people uh, can change the way they are doing. If you are not, someone is not feeling good doing his job, you can change. You can leave that comfort that is not good for you. We also have to recognize that changes in life are good for people because uh, you develop your brain. You develop your brain, create new things. And another thing is that passion we have is described as a feeling that makes people doing something really good because love what is doing. Uh, Passion, for example, we have an example of passion. It's like the Dominican baseball team. They always play as it is like the last game in the team season. We see that kind of passion here because they try to do the best. They play hard. So and thirdly, we have to mention negligence. Negligence is the we can describe negligence as the lack of presence of in any activity. Uh, in the in Solid Object, written by Virginia Woolf, it's showing when John stopped doing his job as a politician. He stopped doing his job. He's not going any. He's not going to meetings. He's not pay attention to anyone. He just pay attention to the objects that he's collecting. Uh, another thing is uh, friendship. We can describe a friendship as the fact or the loyal between two people or more people also. Uh, uh, Friendship is showing in Solid Object by Virginia Woolf when Charles goes to visit John to try to talk to him because he finds he finds another way to live, and he's not doing what he was doing before, that he is being a politician. Um, to conclude, uh, I appreciate the way that Virginia will show us these changes in life that we have in this short story, because as I said before, changes in life could be good or bad. It depends how it affects the people. For example, Jones was affected in the negative way because he lost the election. He doesn't pay attention anymore to this, so he does pay attention to the others. We have also to remember that passion is the love that someone creates to do something. This is the love that you feel for something. And negligence, as I said too, is the lack of presences on in any activity. I agree with Virginia Woolf that when she said that passion, passion uh, is good for us because everything that we have to do it in life should be doing in passion, even if you are working, if you are a student, or another thing. So that's why I I agree with her in that way. So that's my part. Jose Castro, is your turn.
Where it's on Solid Object by Virginia Woolf. The short story Solid Object, written by Virginia Woolf, it's about change in life, how are distractions, pursuing, and friendship. Changing life is a conscious and voluntary action of the person to improve their state of life and errands and their development. Change occurs when a person doesn't find meaning in his life and wants to turn around to feel more alive, safe, and happy or calm. Also, changing life doesn't always come from the outside. Sometimes external circumstances add an impulse to make a transformation. That is the loss of a loved ones, a traumatic experience, a serious illness, or financial problem. First, distraction is separating or moving away from reality or the problem that we should be focusing on in the present moment, diverting our attention uh, to other more worrying or more distant topic. Distraction, therefore, is something that attract a person's attention. When someone gets distracted, they stop paying attention to something and drift toward the new point of interest. Distraction is shown in the short story Solilogy when John abandons his political duties to collect glass, metal, and porcelain objects. Second, pursuing is described as follow or search for someone or something everywhere with frequency and importunity. Pursuing is also when you are after something you like or are interested in. Pursuing is shown in the story Solid Object When John misses his political meeting for pursuing a porcelain object that he saw behind some bars, trying to get it. And third and last, friendship is an effective relationship that can be uh, established between two or more people to which fundamental values such as love, loyalty, solidarity, and unconditionality and commitment are associated, and which is cultivated with continuous treatment and reciprocal interest over time. Friendship is one of the most important support we can have in life, but above all, friendship is the, the ultimate representation of love. Friendship is shown in the short story Solid Rocket when John wasn't elected to represent his reader in Parliament, and his friend Charles take it so much and to her that, and he ran to express his condolence to John. And in conclusion, I agree with what the writer Virginia Woolf narrates in her story, this changing life. Since many times we don't dare the pursue a dream because we don't live that we have. But in this story, Virginia Woolf tell us about a man who changed what he did and his political life, regardless of what others think of him, for art, that is for the collection of solid objects. That's all. Next.
Okay, Mileka, it's your turn now.
Thank you. Easy on Solid Object by Virginia Woolf. The story Solid Object, written by Virginia Woolf, is about changes in life. That means to become a different person who do something that and then change it to do something new. Also, change means variation. When you start doing something and then you begin doing something new. Change can be easy or difficult. It depends of the situation. If it is an easy change in your life, it is easy for you to deal with. But if it is a difficult change, it is a challenge for a person. And change can occur for many reasons. Can be for a family that pass away, and new habits, for friends, and other things. But if you are not able to deal with, you can lose everything in your life. First, we have negligence. That is someone who not give enough attention to something or responsibility. In other words, someone who acts without any compromise. For example, when John don't take part of a meeting at work, for that reason, in the solid object, it is shown that John forget everything because he's attracted to the things that he found. The second, we have distractions. That is something that takes your attention and gets concentrated too. A distracted person is when a person take, oh, sorry, for instance, we have that when John take the piece of glass, so, so when John take a piece of glass, and then Charlie's give him, tell him that throw it back, John do not pay attention what he is telling and keeping his pocket. In this moment, distraction is considered in that actions. And next, finally, we have friendship is usually the affections that a person feels to another. That is to say, friendship is when two or more persons uh, feel respect, affection to someone, and also in the solid object. For example, when Charlie trying to show John that he's not acting in the right, and then John do not pay attention what they do, in that moment, it reflects friendship. For summarize everything of the story by Virginia Woolf, it is a good idea to keep in mind that negligence is to act without any compromise. On the other hand, we have a distraction can be can be a deep concentration for something, and also friendship is like a poor feelings for someone. Virginia Woolf through the story Solitude trying to teach us how a person can change, can be different for getting a new habits. And sometimes we don't want to change, but there is something inside your head that push you to do it. In my opinion, I don't like the end of the story because it reflects sadness in that moment when John and alone at home. And also, but I consider that, that to get a new habit in your life or new change in your life, if you are not deal with correctly, you can lose everything in your life. Like John can lost his political career and also his friend. And sometimes we have to have to deal with when we get a new things in our life or go, when we get a new change in our life. That's all.
So we are done here. I will stop recording and we go back, okay?